and I'm going to say this to start. I don't think the Red Sox bullpen is automatically a fatal flaw. I think there might be a way around it. I don't feel good about their bullpen, but let's just say this. They beat a 100-win team in a 5-game series, which favors the underdog, and won 2 straight games on the road at Yankee Stadium. That's impressive. Craig Kimbrell's problem is that he doesn't pitch, he throws. He's really good at throwing, but I worry about that in a 7-game series. I absolutely love the fact that you've got Chris Sale, Nathan Eovaldi too. Then you have David Price, who I wouldn't worry about pitching on the road. He was no good at Fenway in Game 2 of the LDS. And if after this series and watching the other 3 starting pitchers dominate, if he doesn't feel like a ravenous caged dog ready to burst, I have no use for him. I mean, if I'm David Price right now, I would want to go to Houston and sleep on the rubber of the pitcher's mound. Now, you got to give the Red Sox brass credit. They got their guy. Alex Cora was the answer. The way he handled Chris Sale, the way he handled the bullpen, putting Band-Aids everywhere with starting pitchers coming in late in games to close it out. He put in Ian Kinsler last night. He put in Christian Vasquez last night. This guy was the difference. Now, if there's anyone that knows the Astros lineup, it's Cora. He was a bench coach there last year. We'll see what impact that may have on this series. The bullpen is bad for the Red Sox, but the Bruins won the Stanley Cup in 2011 with a putrid power play. Is the bullpen more important than a power play in hockey? Probably. My one fear about this ALCS is that it'll be akin to the 2004 AFC Championship game. That year, the Steelers were the best team. They had the best record. They were the higher seed. Then, with the chance to go to the Super Bowl on the line, the Patriots, who were the lower seed, go into Pittsburgh and show everybody who the king really was. As far as the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry goes, is it back? I mean, it was fun. I feel like maybe I'm just an old hag. Back in my day, get off the lawn, kid! It just wasn't 03-04. And look, maybe this is a me problem, but that series couldn't compete with yesteryear. And by the way, what is with Game 2 of the ALCS being on Sunday night about an hour and a half before the Patriots and Chiefs kick off? Come on now, what a Muppet move that was. Bill Belichick was asked today at his press conference about that game, and specifically if he thinks his team is playing for the AFC's top seed Sunday. He responded with, quote, "I think we're playing Kansas City," close quote. And the Boston Sports Journal has reported that the Celtics are reportedly engaging in contract extension talks with Terry Rozier. Well, I just think this is a situation where Danny Ainge is trying to have his cake and eat it too. That's exactly what the Golden State Warriors do. And I think that Danny understands that in order to compete with them, he needs to do things like that. The Warriors win a championship. The Warriors then set the NBA all-time win record, lose in the championship series, and then go and get Kevin Durant. Then they win 2 more championships. Then they go out and sign Boogie Cousins. Elite greediness. And I think Danny Ainge understands that's what you need to do to compete with that team. And I think that's Ainge's mentality, trying to re-sign and keep Terry Rozier. All right, take a pick. Which was the better Red Sox ALDS victory? 1999 coming back from being down 0-2 against the Indians, or 2003 coming back from being down 0-2 against the A's? I go 0-3 here, mainly because in 0-3, I felt like the Red Sox actually had a chance to win the World Series. In 99, you knew they had no shot. That team wasn't beating the Yankees. They were in the middle of their dynasty. They had better players. I just don't think they had a chance to beat the Yankees. In 03, I thought they had a chance to beat the Yankees, and then who knows what would have happened in the World Series. I mean, the Pedro Martinez 6 scoreless innings or whatever coming in Game 5 in relief was awesome, but I will never get out of my mind the pitch that Derek Lowe threw Terrence Long, that cut fastball that ended the series, and obviously the following celebration. I go 03 slightly. All right, my lock of the day tonight, I'm taking the over in the Capitals Golden Knights game in Washington, over 6. Look, in their 2 games they've played, the Capitals have scored 13 goals. Golden Knights don't score a lot, but I think tonight at home, Washington gets enough goals. Vegas adds a couple, and they get the over. That's my lock of the day. Have a good one.
Well, as you know, I'm not on Snapface and all that, so I don't really get those.